Hey everybody, Bailey here from Mojo's Music, and today we are taking a look at another great Taylor guitar. I'd like to think that we've kind of cemented ourselves as like the Taylor Kings in our area, but maybe that's just my own opinion. What I do know is that we're the only Taylor showroom dealership in Southern Illinois, which means we get a lot of really unique and cool Taylor guitars, just like this one, which has a lot of personality and a lot of mojo to it. So I'm excited to play it and talk about it and take a look at it. Let's hop in together. So this is a Taylor 812 CE 12 fret. There's a lot going on in that name, and if you are a Taylor pro who's been following Taylor for a long time, you probably know what all that means. But if you're kind of new to the Taylor world, let's take a second and break that down, because that actually gives us a lot of clues as to what we can expect from this guitar. The first number, 8, means that this is part of the 800 lineup of Taylors. If you're not familiar with the 800 lineup, I've got a couple other videos from guitars in that same lineup where I talk in a little more detail, and we'll link those below. But just from a high altitude synopsis perspective, the 800 is a top tier Taylor. The next two digits, 1, 2, are significant as well, and those refer to the body style and size of the guitar. The standard flagship Taylor is the Grand Auditorium, which is the 14. This one, as a 12, is a smaller guitar. It is the Grand Concert. This guitar, because of its smaller size and the neck, which we'll come back to in a little bit, works really well for people who have a lighter touch on how they play. This guitar is really great for that because of the size of the body and the scale length of the neck. So this is a 12 fret Taylor. What that means is that the body joins the neck at the 12th fret, and that's kind of the appeal to this and what most people probably are looking for when you're searching for this video. But what you may not also realize is that the bridge is moved in to the body. I think it's either 2 inches or 2 centimeters, I really don't remember, but it's moved in towards the hips, and it's decreasing the total scale length of the guitar. And practically, it means that you have to put less into it to make it resonate at its full value. You know, I learned to play acoustic guitar with a Dreadnought, and so I'm used to just having to absolutely slam on a guitar to get it to resonate at full volume. But this one is different, and the first time I sat down to play it, I didn't really think about what I was doing and just kind of went, and that's not what this guitar is made for. Instead, it can take a little bit of energy in and provide a lot of output. So let's talk about some of the specs and the appointments of this guitar. This is an 800 level Taylor, like I mentioned, which means that on the back and sides we've got East Indian rosewood. The East Indian rosewood is known for having pretty like punchy and pronounced low end with very intricate and detailed high end with a lot of bells and like kind of scoop in the mid-range. That is paired with Sitka spruce on the top. Sitka spruce and East Indian rosewood are the classic combo of acoustic guitars. They're the peanut butter and jelly, really. They work so well together because East Indian rosewood has kind of some extremes in its tone, and Sitka spruce kind of narrows it down, pulls the extremes into a little more reasonable level. And so what you get is this really beautiful and very balanced final output of sound. And beyond the base materials and tone woods that this guitar is made with, it's got some great appointments that just make it a very beautiful high-end guitar. On the body, there is an abalone rosette, as well as a rosewood pickguard, which gives a really cool natural look. Taylor have done that for a while now, and I've always loved the pickguards that are made from either the ebony or the rosewood. The bridge pins also have an abalone inlay, and then up the neck, we've got mother of pearl inlays on the fingerboard and on the headstock logo. And the thing that gets me about this guitar that I really do love is the slotted headstock. It just looks cool, it looks classic. It really could only work with a guitar like this. Like, you couldn't slap that headstock on a grand auditorium or really any other style of guitar and get quite the same effect, in my opinion at least. This guitar has V-Class bracing and the ES2 expression system pickups, but just all the stuff that's gone into this guitar has made it an unrivaled, high-end, and beautiful guitar. The 800 series from Taylor, I think, is the kind of the sweet spot if you're wanting a high-end guitar that plays good and looks good, but you're not enough of a collector to need something that's just like pulling out all the stops. I love this guitar, and if you're the type of player who really loves finger picking or like kind of delicate, more subtle playing that I just am not good enough to replicate for you, then this is literally the guitar for you. If this is the type of guitar that really checks all your boxes, then you should come check it out. And you can come do that here in the store, or of course you can give us a call or look us up online at mojosmusic.com. Either way, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the new guitars that we get to see here in the store.